Hi guys, it's Hope. Welcome back to my channel. Today is 2018 beauty favorites. So this is just the best beauty products that I've discovered in 2018. A couple of these products I did mention back in 2017 last year, which I can link last year's video down below. Did I do it 2016? I think I did. So I can link that down below too. But I would be lying to you if I told you I wasn't a little scared to film this video because I have the list of products written on my computer because I started creating this list a few days ago of what products I'm going to mention. And this list is long. There is a lot of products. And I also have songs. I have my top 15 songs of the year. So if you guys didn't know, back, I think January was actually the first month that I started doing music favorites of this year, which is kind of like perfect. Perfect time to start it. But yeah, so throughout the year I have mentioned probably like 5 to 10 songs a month. Now I'm going to share with you my top 10, and this was super hard, or top 15 I mean. So this was super hard. If you guys enjoyed that, that'll be at the end, but today we've got a bin of products. This sucker is filled, and this is not eyeshadow palettes. I have a bunch of palettes here too to mention. So this video is going to be forever long. Be sure to grab some thing to drink, maybe some coffee, maybe even a 3-course meal because you know we're gonna be here a while. Let's just get started. So first fact is the Real Techniques Face and Body Sponge. My sponge is very dirty. I have 2 of these. The other one I need to throw because Avery put it in her mouth, my friend Avery. But this one I repurchased and it's dirty and I need to clean it. But this is not wet. This is just what it is when you buy it, which an original, well, this is dirty too, but this is the Real Techniques Face and Body Sponge when it's not wet, and this is the L'Oreal one when it's not wet. So this thing, they both expand, but this is really big sponge, and I love it for applying foundation on my face. Obviously, that's where you put foundation. I did discover this product, I think at the beginning of the year. Casey Holmes was the one that first talked about it, and then I thought, well, I want to try it, and I love it. So if you're looking for a new sponge, some people don't like the Real Techniques formula, or like type of sponge. I don't mind it. I think it's decent. I don't think it's worth spending $20 on a beauty blender. I've tried the beauty blender and it was a nice sponge, but it never really shook me and made me think like, oh my gosh, I need to have this in my life. So I'm not going to go over each product very in depth just because there's so many, and I have talked about these products all the time. Like throughout this whole year, these products have been talked about on my channel multiple times. So I have 3 different primers. The first one is the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer. This is great if I have a mattifying foundation and I need some illumination into my skin. I love using this for when I'm needing that. This is a dupe for the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I did do a video on it earlier this year, and this is the exact same thing. Honestly, if I squeeze the air out, this is how much I have left. Like, I have squeezed this thing, so I will have to repurchase this in 2019. This is definitely pretty much gone. I love this stuff. It proves to you how much I've used it. I love this, and I will repurchase it. It's just great with illuminating. Another product that I bought last January is the NYX Hydra Touch Primer, which I love this as well. It's hydrating, it's kind of cooling on your skin, it smells really good, and definitely have squeezed the heck out of these. So you guys can tell when I find a primer that I love, I really use it. I really only have like 5 primers, and I'm going to mention 3 of them today. So, and they're all kind of different. So this is kind of if some foundations don't go well with a dewy primer and I just need a hydrating one. So this is not really illuminating, this just really moisturizes the skin. So I love both of these. And then another product is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. I did start using this product a couple months ago, so this is, I haven't been using all year, but I do love this for the pores on my nose. It's definitely nice for smoothing them out, and just like right here and kind of like on your chin. I really do like this product, and I think it's nice if you're looking for a pore smoothing primer from the drugstore. For foundation, I have the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I discovered this one at the beginning of the year as well, and I cannot put it down. I love this. I talk about it all the time. It just looks so nice and natural on your skin. I am actually almost out of this too, so I will repurchase that. I love it. It has replaced my Rimmel Lasting Finish, which is no longer sold. It's discontinued, and I do love this one. This one is even like more lightweight. I think, yes, I'm wearing it today. I did my makeup like a good long time ago. I did my makeup about 8 hours ago, so I just kind of added a little eyeshadow just now, but this is like my natural. I went to school today. Makeup. Another product is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. I love this more in the summer just because it was a little bit, it's more for my tan skin tone. Now I can't really wear it because I'm really fair from the winter. This is another healthy looking foundation. If I mix this with the Physicians Formula one, I love it. It just looks so natural on the skin. This is another one. This one I can't really pair with a dewy primer. I need to do more like just moisturizing, but I love this. Actually, this is a product that I changed my mind about. I used to not really like this, and now I love it. And then last one, which I've had this for about a month, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but this is the Clinique Acne Solutions Liquid Makeup. This is a great product as well. I'm still playing around with it a lot, but so far I've loved it. It's great for, if you have oily skin, I think you would like it even more because it is mattifying. So I do have to pair this with a dewy or hydrating primer, but I do love this with a sponge. With a brush, I notice it looks cakey, but I really do like this product. I feel like it's good for my skin too, just because of my acne. I have one concealer to talk about that just blew me away this year, and you guys are going to know which one it is. I have 3 of them. I have 3 different shades. It is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I have all 3 shades. I have light natural, porcelain, and light beige. These are the only shades they have, I'm pretty sure. And so light natural is really yellow, porcelain's pink, and then light beige is definitely more yellow, deeper too. But right now I'm pretty much out of these 2, so I could honestly, these are like literally gone. You could tell I'm scraping out of it. This is the one I just bought last week, and I love this concealer. It's so hydrating. It covers, but it's not super full coverage. It's not cakey. It just looks so good on your skin. I am wearing it today. I just think it looks really good on your skin, and just, I don't know, I feel like, okay, I don't necessarily love it for blemishes, but I will just put a little bit on my chin, on my nose, and then under my eyes, and sometimes right here, and it just covers really nicely. It looks healthy, and it goes well with a lot of powders. One thing I noticed with the Fit Me powder, or the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which I do like that one, but I definitely have strayed away from it because it doesn't go well with a lot of powders. So yeah, I love this concealer, and it's only $5.99. It's really nice. For powders, I have 3. So I have a pressed powder, which you guys know, the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Powder in Classic Ivory. I haven't been telling you shades. I'll let you know the shades down in the description box. I have used this sucker up, not completely, but I've used a lot of it. I love this powder. It just adds extra coverage if I need to like touch up a little bit. It's just so nice. I love it. It just makes your skin look so smooth. So if I feel like my foundation and concealer, like, I put it on and it doesn't feel like it's adding enough coverage, if I take my sponge, my damp sponge, and put it in there and press it on, it just flawlessly covers the skin, and it makes it just look even better. So I love this product. I've talked about this for months now this year. It's been raved about on my channel, and there's a reason, because I love it so much. I also want to talk about the Essence Brighten Up powder. I really have fallen in love with this the last couple of months. This is a great powder for under your eyes. So I haven't put powder in my eye. Well, I just kind of brushed a little bit, but I haven't like brightened up. So it just adds some nice brightness. I haven't really like re-concealed or anything. So I feel like my under eyes could use a little bit, right? So then you just kind of put it on, and it just looks all nice and brightened. You see, my face doesn't really need more brightening because I'm already pale as it is. But it just adds a little bit of extra brightness under your eyes. It smooths them out, and it just looks so pretty. So if you're fair skin, and you need a banana powder for brightening up, this Baba Banana shade from Essence Brighten Up powder is amazing. The Coty Airspun Loose Powder, I've had this for a while now, and I just really have loved it this year, especially applying it with a damp sponge, pressing it into the skin. It just smooths your skin out. Under eyes aren't looking very good or something, just damp your sponge, press this under, it looks great. This does not go well with the Fit Me concealer. This causes it to break up. But the Catrice one, it goes really well with. Even my friend Emma loves this, and she uses it with a brush, and it still looks amazing. So for bronzer, of course, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I mentioned this one last year. I love this product. Mine is literally almost gone. I think I had pan last year. If I had, it was just faintly. Smells amazing. Definitely going to repurchase it in the new year. I'm just kind of focusing on using it up. I love this product. It just gives yourself a natural bronze look, and it just looks amazing. I don't know, I just really love it. So, Catrice Sun Lover Glow Bronzing Powder in Sunkissed Bronze. This is a pretty product because it gives you just a little bit of, like, not shine, but it gives you a little bit of a glow almost. And so I think this product is really pretty. This year I really went between the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and this bronzer. Like, I really went back and forth with it, with what I would wear to school. I feel like this adds just like a nice glow to your skin, but it's still like, it's a little bit deeper than the butter bronzer that I have in Shade Light, which I want to get a darker shade of that. But I just think it adds just a nice hint of color to your skin, but it's not too much. It's not too orange, it's not too like cool tone, so I think it's perfect, and that's why I love it. And it's Catrice, and it's inexpensive. Catrice was a brand this month that this year that I really discovered, and I've been loving a lot of their products. We have the Benefit Dallas blush. I mentioned this last year. I'm kind of like applying makeup right now just because I don't have a lot on, and I just kind of feel like showing you what it looks like. This blush is just a great neutral tone that I can just wear to school and not even have to worry about bronzer, so I love it because I can just throw it on my cheeks, and it's amazing. I have used that in a bunch of like everyday get ready with me's 5-minute makeup routines because it's so simple of a product, and you can use it for like a 2-in-1, so that's why I love it. Also, the LA Girl Just Blushing Blushes. This is in the shade Just Playful. This is a super pretty blush as well. I kind of want to put it on. I feel like it kind of matches my shimmer eyeshadow. These are really, not really pigmented, but they're pretty pigmented that they do give you a nice flush on the cheek, and they just add just like a nice hint of color, and I love them because I'm not a big blush person. If you watch my channel, you would know that I'm not really that into blush. But I definitely have grown to kind of love it a little bit more, and especially like inexpensive blushes like this, I've kind of been trying more, and I really love these. I think these last all day. I just love LA Girl products, especially that come in this. I'm going to mention an eyeshadow palette from them that's like this, and I just think these are great products. And then for highlighter, we have the Smashbox Spotlight Palette in Pearl. I freaking love this. You know that. That was intense. I mentioned this in my last year's favorites video as well. This is just the most beautiful, natural, but intense highlighter. You can build it up to make it intense, but it's not going to emphasize your pores, and that is why I love this. This is the collab with Casey Holmes, but they do still sell this product without the collab packaging. But I really love this product, and it's amazing. I mentioned it last year, and I still love it. I'm still going through mine. I do have another one that my friend Rachel reached out to me and sent to me just because she knows how much I love it. So thank you, Rachel. Definitely hit pan on this, and I freaking love it. And then also the Catrice highlighting powder. This powder is good for if you want more of a natural highlight. This is not a super shimmery, but it's not a super shimmery highlighter. It's just going to give you a nice glow on your cheeks. I love it for an everyday use. A lot of times I'll kind of just put it all over, like my highlight area, but then like kind of on my cheeks too, just to kind of give just an all over illumination. If you're feeling like you're looking really matte, if you have dry skin, I think this is a great product that you could just honestly take a brush like this and just kind of put it like all over your face just to give some illumination. For brows, I have one product, just the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill. I mentioned this last year, but this is in the shade Blonde. I do like the more small tip one, the Brow Stylist Definer, but I just like the more triangle tip pencils because I don't fly through them as fast. I fly through the little ones really fast. So I loved it last year, and I still love it. I think it's just great. CoverGirl Lid Lockup. I discovered this year, and I really love this. You do have to be careful with this eyeshadow primer though because it's super sticky, so you have to be careful when applying it. You have to blend it just the right way and not skip a spot because you'll be able to tell when you set it. But I do really like this. I think it makes your eyeshadow last all day. And I have discovered that I don't really like the Urban Decay Primer Potion like I used to in my last year favorites. So I really like this. And then for setting, the Wet n Wild Single Shadow in Brulee. I mentioned this last year too. It's a great single shadow, especially pairing it with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette because there's not a matte cream shade in there. This is great. I just have this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. This is just kind of like a cream, pinky little brightening pencil, and I like to use it in the inner water line of my eye if I feel like my eye needs brightening. I don't really use it for my brows, but Emily Noel talks about this a lot, and so that's why I tried it out, and I love it for that. And then, okay, we'll talk about this one cream shadow, and then I'll move on to actual shadows because I have palettes here. So the Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow, these are beautiful if you're looking for a cream shadow from the drugstore. It's literally like $4.99, and it is so pretty. Look at that. They do have like more rose gold and like pinky shades, and they have some brighter fun shades too of this collection. I hope that they expand this. It would be nice because I do think these are nice shadows, but you can also blend it out too and sheer it out if you don't want it to be super intense. So I love it, and I think it's beautiful. So I did discover a lot of drugstore eyeshadow palettes this year. The LA Girl Eyelux Mesmerizing Shadow in Urbanize. This is a matte quad. I love this. If I travel, I'll take this and the single shadow from like L'Oreal, which I still love those, but I feel like I talk about those all the time, and I mentioned them last year, and yeah, so they're not really new to me, so I felt like not mentioning those, but I do love those. But this is great matte shadows if you're just looking for some simple, kind of cool. There's a warm tone and just a matte black, and then there's a just like a cream shade to set your eye. This is great. I travel with this a lot. And then also the Wet n Wild palettes here. This is the Rose in the Air. I do love this palette. I don't really like the shimmers, but I think the mattes are beautiful. I think this is a great palette. I have not purchased like any other shades from them just because I don't really need more eyeshadow. I really need to work on not buying stuff that I don't need, which, I mean, I don't need a lot of this, but I do need to work on that a little bit. But I do really like this palette, and I think it's great quality. And I kind of like it better than the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm not really a huge fan of their eyeshadow formula. And then on to other palettes. So I really discovered Colorpop this year, the Shadow palette in Double Entendre. I know, or Entendre. I get commented all the time on how to say the freaking name of this, so I'll list this product down in the description box so you can figure out how to say it on your own. But I get yelled at in every video. This is a really pretty palette. I really discovered this year, especially this summer. I started playing around with it a lot. I do really like the shades. I don't know, I just think they have great quality. Like, look at that. Look at that. They're just so pretty. This is a great palette. Forgot to mention this is a single shadow, the Colorpop Super Shock Shadow in Ladybird. This is a super pretty, like, glittery shade. If you're looking for like some glitter to add to your eye, I love applying this on top of other shadows. It is so pretty. It just amps up your eyeshadow and just looks so amazing. One of my subscribers sent over some Colorpop items for me back in the spring, which thank you so much. This is one of them and I love it. Okay, and then, so Profusion was another brand that I discovered. Their Royals palette are these like little 8-pan, 10-pan eyeshadow palettes. This is great. I love these. The quality is amazing in these and it's inexpensive. I've done a whole video on those, so I just kind of want to give them a shout out. The Sienna's palette, I did do a video on the Profusion eyeshadow palettes, like I said, and I mentioned this one. I love this one. The Pro Pigment, not as much, but this one is great. The quality is pretty much good overall, and I love it. Also, the Wanderlust palette. This was new to me this month, but oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I love this palette. This shade is amazing. If you're looking for colors, it's amazing. More neutral one too that you can buy. I really like this formula. I kind of think I might even like this formula. I don't know. This is the 20, they're both 21 Pro Pigment palettes, but I don't know if they're changing it up because these are in squares and these are in circles, but whatever the case is, I love them. They're inexpensive and they're great. Of course, my Jaclyn Hill palette, still love this Stain of Death. Really dirty. Can't believe I've had this for over a year. It's a great palette. It's amazing. I love it. It just applies to your eyes so beautifully. It's like the best shadows I've ever worked with. So really love this palette. I've beat on it a lot, as you can tell. I just dig into it. If you look at how dirty mine is, it's just amazing. The Essence Lash Princess Mascara, wearing it today. I love it. It's a great mascara. Will just lengthen. I talk about it all the time, along with Maybelline Lash Sensational. I talk about this product all the time. This is just one of my all-time favorites, and I've mentioned it in years past. Like, I literally have talked about this mascara for years. For lips, the L'Oreal Infallible Paints Lip Product in Spicy Blush. I love this. These have a nice doe foot. These aren't like mattifying. They're pigmented, but they're not too, I mean, they're really creamy, but they're not like super shiny. I just love them. They don't last like all day, but they will last for a little while. Love them. Also, the Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream. I don't know if you can buy this anymore. I feel like you can, but sometimes, I feel like when I bought this, it was on sale for some reason. I do love this product. I don't think it really plumps, so you can get a little bit of a mintiness, but not a whole lot, and I just love the shade of this. This one is in the shade Barely Blush. I love these kind of like cooler tone. This is a little more warm tone for me, but I'm not really wanting to get a super nude lip, but I do like this more blush kind of shade. And then also the Dose of Colors Lip Gloss in Messy Bun. I've talked about this many times before. I love this product. Do I think that this is worth $17 or however much it is? No. Buy it when it's on sale. I would not pay full price for this. You guys know I'm a cheapo. I don't spend a lot of money on makeup. I buy the inexpensive stuff. But this is a great product if you are looking for a lip gloss. It's a little bit sticky, but it's a little more high-end. I always would say how ridiculous it is to buy a high-end lip gloss, but this is not the same. This is just like a pigmented lip color. So it's not really like a lip gloss. It's like a full-on pigmented lip color. It's kind of the same as these two products here. Like this L'Oreal one and Spicy Blush, although the L'Oreal one is just less shiny. L'Oreal's on top. And then I guess I can swatch a Revlon one for you too. The Revlon one is just a little bit less pigmented though. Revlon one's on top. And then I have a skincare product, the Elias Skin Australian Pink Clay Mask. I've really been loving this just to kind of calm my skin, brighten it, just make it feel just overall refreshed. Whenever I feel like my skin's spazzing, I just like to use this. And it's just good for your skin too because there's not a lot of harsh chemicals in it. It's a very calming product. This is a little bit more expensive, so I think I might have a coupon code. They did send this to me, but I think I might have one down in the description box. 99% sure I do. Use it if you want. I'm just telling you I really do enjoy this. This is also cruelty free if you're wondering. Let's move on to songs. You guys, this may sound ridiculous, but this song does have a little bit of a special meaning to me to it. I'm not gonna like talk about it here on this because it's not really that big of a deal, but it's Speechless by Dan and Shay, and I freaking love this. I play it so much. It's on the radio all the time, and I love it.
You say you'll be down at 5. The smell of the perfume. I'm speechless. Just standing there in that dress.
The Ones That Didn't Make It Back Home by Justin Moore.
She was planning a welcome home barbecue, green bean casserole, grandma's recipe. Here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones where you see it so wrong. The whole of the bills, I wish they were here once and not forgotten.
Born to Love You by Lanco. I used to love this song. I mean, I still do. I just haven't heard it in a while. But this was one when I was thinking back to the beginning of the year and kind of like even the summer. That one that I played all the time.
Counter sign says follow your dreams. Westbound train makes the whole town shake. Wherever I go, whatever I do, I was born to love you.
I was born to love you. Girl Crush by Little Big Town.
I wanna taste her lips, yeah, 'cause they taste like you. You want me just as much. I got a girl crush.
2 songs by Jason Aldean. They were definitely older too, but I couldn't decide which one I wanted to mention because I like them both, but I was like, can I just mention one? And I was like, no, like I really love them both. So Dirt Road Anthem. They both sound kind of similar too, in the beginning anyway.
Chillin' on the dirt road, laid back swirling like a George Jones. Smoke rolling out the window, and ice cold beer sitting in the console.
And then Big Green Tractor.
And I can take you for a ride on my big green tractor. We can go slow, baby, go faster. Down through the woods and out to the pasture. Long as I'm with you, it really don't matter.
The last country song is Love Wins, and you guys, this was so hard for me to narrow down, so you can go back and watch my favorites videos, and I mentioned songs all throughout the year, and I still listen to all of them, but Love Wins by Carrie Underwood. Amazing. Lil Naughty, but Drew Barrymore by Bryce Vine. I'm only gonna give you a glimpse because it's a little naughty. I love this song and I don't know why. It's just the beat.
I want this forever. Just you in the grotto with nothing but your nights on. It's you the next strawberry. I want more.
I forgot to mention, I did have one more country song. I Don't Dance by Lee Brice. Lee Brice is like one of my favorites. I Don't Dance, there's just something about it in the beat. Ugh, but Lee Brice, love his songs. Love Like Crazy, that hits me real hard too. Lee Brice really thinks about his lyrics and the way he writes them. I just love it. I don't know what it is, just like, I don't know. It's so like thought out.
I don't dance, but here I am, spinning you round and round in circles. I don't dance, but here I am, spinning you round and round in circles.
Girls Like You by Maroon 5 and Cardi B. Oh my gosh, jamming to this song since back in June. I think you guys need to hear me rap to the Cardi B part one more time this year, because I think I've done it twice now.
Not too long ago, I was dancing for dollars. No, it's pretty cruel if I let you be my mama. You don't want a girl like me, I'm too crazy. But every other girl you meet is fugazi.
crazy. I'm sure the only girls are nice enough. Okay, Connection by One Republic.
My waves get lost in the ocean.
We're on a Christian. There's like 3 songs and we're done, I promise. Trust in Jesus by Third Day. I talked about this last month, but I love this song and it's old, but I love it.
Trust in Jesus, my great deliverer, my strong defender, the Son of God.
I Will Lift My Eyes by Bebo Norman. Love this song. These are older ones, but I just love them.
I will lift my eyes to the maker of the mountains I can climb.
I Can Only Imagine, the new movie version of it by Mercy Me. The movie's amazing, but this song, the remake of it, is amazing.
Surrounded by your glory,
okay, and then Joy by For King and Country. That's all the fun I'm gonna have today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you stick around. I cannot wait to see what 2019 brings. 2018 had its ups and downs. I learned a lot this past year, and I just want to thank everybody who made it a wonderful year. I cannot wait to see where 2019 brings me. I'm so excited to see where my channel goes this year. So grateful for all of you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me. I love you more than you will ever know, and I have some exciting things planned for 2019, and I'm serious. I'm not just saying that. I'm working on something, and I'm so excited for it, so be on the lookout. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.